Hello and welcome to another Flashpoint Campaigns Red Storm gameplay video. We're starting the campaign scenario 3 in the Hell on Wheels campaign. Scenario name is Wolf's Lair. I've taken the time before starting this video to get everybody in place. These things aren't exactly the most whiz-bang exciting visual fest of things to watch. It sure isn't exciting to sit and watch me mull about where things ought to go. But it's all ready to go. The orders are in place. So let's take a quick look at what the situation is. Let's see. Scenario 3, Wolf's Lair. Location near Schesel, West Germany. And I don't know how to pronounce that. 3rd Brigade of the 2nd Armored Division continues to be driven from its initial positions to the east of Hamburg. Finally, here is in the heart of the Wurm River Valley. We are ready to set up a defensive line once again. Wolf Mountain is the headwaters of the Wurm River. As the Soviets move into the Wolf Mountain area, they will be moving into the Wolf's Lair. Can the Americans finally hold the line? Well, let's see. Mission is to use Hell on Wheels to take more than your share of victory points. I love that. H hours 0600. We'll talk about that in a minute. 12 hours to complete your mission. Dawn at 0502. Dusk at 2123. No off-map supporting assets. Bounded by columns 2 to 8 and rows 4 to 26. Without going down through all these victory point hexes, the important thing to keep here is that we should expect 20 to 30 recce, 1 to 10 helos. I just love Mi-24s. 30 to 40 tank, 30 to 40 APC, 30 to 40 infantry, 1 to 10 anti-tank, 30 to 40 headquarters, 20 to 30 air defense, 20 to 30, oh my God, self-propelled artillery, 10 to 20 artillery, 30 to 40 utility subunits. Expected to be in the area bounded by columns 1 through 35 and rows 1 to 9. So, if we take a look up here, that means right here to about, good guess, there. So, on a line from here to the edge of the map, to where the Soviets ought to be expected to be. Now, looking at the victory point hexes, there are a few, more than a few really. There's a nice fat 2500 there, a 1000, a 1000, a 1000. There's a 1000 over here, if I remember correctly. If I could get something selected that wasn't heading that way. Yeah, 1000 there. Several big fat ones in here. 1500, 2500, 3500, 3500, 3500. We don't need them back here. And another one there at 3500. It would be a bad thing if they got back there. So, see if I remember yeah, look at that. I remember the shortcut after all. I'm sitting here actually having second thoughts about a couple of deployment issues, but I think I'll just let it go. It seems to me that this victory point is something we can seize early. We have these victory points under control in these areas. We can go get this one. I don't see much value in stepping out here into the plains. It's these are the this is the killing zones I expect to be hurling pointy things and explosive things into. This one we can go grab, and I've got that laid out. A quick overview before I'm about 4.5 minutes already. This is 2nd Battalion. That's the armor battalion is going to fight in this vicinity. A company in this area, a company in here, and a company on this hill, with another company in reserve in this vicinity. Here we should have 4th Battalion, which has an attached company from the 3rd Battalion, which is hiding back in this area um, as a reserve. In fact, I take that back. That's not attached to the battalion. I believe it's attached straight to the task force headquarters, and again is my central map reserve. That's the armored company with, as I recall correctly, some air defense assets and um, a few infantry. 2 companies of the 2nd Battalion, which should be here and here, are going to set up along this hill and on this victory point in this area here. My reconnaissance assets are going to come to here in this vicinity to watch this little river valley, and up into here to seize this and set up blocking positions here. Um, I use the reconnaissance to do that because they're going to be well out of command range, and that's their deal. I'm also going to send some helicopters deep, and I expect to lose them like crazy. But if they can get a look at some of the artillery that the Soviets love to bring, and we can hit some of that, it will, I hope, yield great returns. In fact, I've already got one artillery unit, the M110s, which is a beautiful 175 millimeter reach way out there. My ancient brain, why should I use my brain? You should be able to, well, maybe not. Subunits, yeah. And then we click here. Um, I'm looking for some details. 16,800 meters. So that's a over 10-mile reach out and touch them piece of goodies. I'm probably going to try to shape the battlefield a little bit. I'm going to use this. There should be a reconnaissance guy in here, right? Yeah. He's going to move to here, go to below this bridge at this river. I've got headquarters units positions below the bridges in here if it really comes down to it. I'm worried about the ability to move out here and get this without that reconnaissance unit being run over, so I'm going to throw some mines, maybe right on that victory point hex. And over on this side, I'm worried about coming down this major highway and blowing into the town if we don't hold them, although I've got more confidence in that. This is a hell of a killing zone here once these guys get into place, and this armor is in here, and there's an infantry company in here, the whole bit, and these guys will eventually get set up over here. So if this is a big push, there's a lot of long-range killing assets that can reach out there, but still, maybe some mines there. Of the 3 mines I intend to use, that's probably 3rd priority. So if I run out of them after a couple of shots, well, the first 2 are going to go, one here and maybe one here on this hill, maybe even one on the victory point hex to disrupt movement down this road. I'd like to slow them down so that everybody can get into position here, or at least a bunch of them can get into position before I'm dealing with what I expect to be an attack through here and an attack through here, or one or both. That does argue for mines here. Of course, they could be starting here and rolling that way. What are you going to do? There's only so much of that asset to use. After that, I seriously think that it's a good idea to perhaps put one of the M109s on counter battery. My experience with playing this campaign so far is that the Soviets have a plethora of tubes available. They don't mind using them like mad, and they will come back and ruin this artillery's day if we don't make a concerted effort to try to keep them honest and keep them moving. Even if you don't kill them, the fact that the artillery is falling in their vicinity ought to coax the AI into spending some time repositioning rather than raining rockets and 152 millimeter chunks of steel and death on my pretty little green counters. So let's go ahead and accomplish that. I don't think. Let's see if I've got Mindlet deployment at 0603. Well, that's interesting. Show you. Yep, there it is. So that's already ordered. And this fellow has mine deployment here. Yeah, I think I'm going to leave it there. So, 10 minutes in, a lot of talk. At least I didn't drag you through an entire video of showing you. By the way, again, this time I went ahead and selected as much time as I needed to get all the replacements, reinforcements, the whole bit that I could get, and I spent the victory points I needed to get as many units as I could get. Also, I'm not sure. I'd love somebody to tell me whether or not that gives the Soviets more stuff or not. But that's how we're going to play it. So, 10 minutes in, let me do one more thing. Yeah, man, I need to get this up where we can see what's going on. So, air defense here, air defense here, air defense there, air defense, air defense. There we go. There's the Mi-24s have been driving me crazy in this campaign. I wouldn't be surprised to see some more of them right now. So 11 and a half minutes. Gee, guys, I'm sorry. Of course, there's always the option to skip ahead, but in the meantime, let's hit the start and see what happens. Spotting a company of armor right off the bat. And yep, there are some nasty helicopters and SAM launches of no great consequence. That's encouraging. I'd like to see some of those Mi-24s die right on the spot. We're flinging piles and piles of, oh, look at that. They're killing my air defense already. That's a boatload of IR missiles going down range for no effect. That's upsetting, and it appears, yeah, they're in the reload mode. So we're not going to see a lot more of that. It could be another one of those days when it comes to the Mi-24s eating my lunch. Everybody's starting to move. I don't see any mindlet deployment yet. Okay, I don't know if I can take the movement noise. Oh, that's much quieter. There's the first minefield, and they're out of ammo, or out of FAXAM anyway. And there's the next minefield. Oh, we got a little bit left. Good. I'll get a third minefield down. That's encouraging. Ouch. And another chaparral bites the dust. I got a bad feeling about that. This company is moving into position. Everybody is trucking right along, and as is the AI's want, it appears that he's going to shove those Mi-24s right down my throat, cause maximum disruption while the ground units follow up. I'd love to say it's not effective, but I hate it so much. It must be a good thing, huh? At least for him. Now, you can see those M163s in the middle of town flashing. That's they're radar controlled. They will draw artillery. They will draw attention. Not a lot to be done for it. Well, that's nice. If you'd kill one of those guys, it'd be even better. And here they come. They are heading, and oh goodness. I tell you what, that big pig of a helicopter is just incredibly effective in this game. I hate to admit this, but I haven't played with with NATO helicopters yet. I've never played a scenario where I had, I mean, other than the Kiowas. Uh, so for all I know, the NATO helicopters are even bigger, badder. Well, they're not bigger, but meaner. But those guys are just plain nasty, and they're more killing. They're, you know, there you go. Look at that. That guy's just standing out in front of town slaughtering people, and oh, we got to shoot back at him to no great effect. Okay, I'll say it. I've been flied it a few times. I'm skeptical of the effectiveness of the Mi-24s. I don't think they're so much more effective than they ought to be, but I think they're just a little too crazy. But then again, what do I know? You know, it could just be that I'm a bitter old man. What do you think? I really look at that. I really need those M163s to get a piece of those guys. I don't need a half dozen helicopters in the middle of that city tearing things up while we're trying to hold back the hordes. Okay, let's stop for just a moment. You can see that these guys, whoa, that got out of control. Helicopters are moving. That's nice. These guys are heading into positions. All around, guys are deploying. Really, the action is right here, and armor coming this way. Air defense, more armor. Well, enough talking. Let's let it go. Looks like headquarters scooting around to avoid the inevitable Soviet hammer from the sky. Cannot touch those helicopters. For God's sake. What are those things? T-80s with rotors? Ouch. Yeah, it's the combination of their unbelievable accuracy and deadliness, along with the nobody seems to be able to touch them on a reliable basis. I mean, so I've seen them shot down. It's just, oh, look at that, reach in and smacking. Look at that, we got one. Yay! Okay, my game's made. We just stop this and go home. Just stop. I'm so happy. I hate the damn things. I'm sorry, guys. It's an emotional reaction. It really is. And the developers and designers shouldn't take it personally. My opinion is whatever it's worth, which is just about exactly nothing. But I hate those damn things. Okay, got 2,500 victory points on the left. That's nice. "20 minutes to go." And my M163 is firing away, flinging 20mm ammunition into the sky, just for no. It was fun to do. There you go. Kill some reconnaissance over there. Oh, those Mi-24s have me upset. I'm gonna take my toys and go home. Wait a minute, I am home. Okay, here we go. Coming right down the center. Some recon and some mech infantry. We're gonna have to get those Humvees out there set to blow that bridge in the next command cycle. Thump. Yeah, with all the animations and the... Ouch. Hey, we found the air defense. They're thumping my Kiowas. Oh man, this is bad. Those Mi-24s are closing in and are going to just make life unpleasant. Yeah, anyway, as I was saying, with the 200 millisecond game delay and all the animations and sounds and stuff, it takes a little while to get through this. But if you zero it all out and go into playtest mode just to see how things go, then it moves really fast, and you really, I get that out of there. You really lose the flavor of what's happening. Yeah, that's just... Notice the Soviet air defense is ripping my heart out across the map, and my guys can't kill them within 2 kilometers. Again, I don't know whether that's... oh, there we go, got one. I don't know whether that's a perfectly accurate way of modeling this. The guys who designed this game know more about it than I do. But it is frustrating. I go, look, we got another one. Yes, close up on those M163s. If they don't die to artillery early on, they get them a piece of some Mi-24s. Thump, thump. All right, I wish you would focus those guys coming down the center, because, oh man, getting those guys up on that ridge is no fun. Especially when you can't smack those Look at that. They are tearing my helicopters out of the sky, clawing them to death over there. You'd think that many kilometers away, flying down low, they'd have a prayer, but apparently not. Come on, wear on that guy. Hurt him. Ow. Come on, man. I'm depending on those guys. They're here to keep you guys honest. It's kind of interesting. We haven't seen a whole lot of Soviet artillery yet. As soon as I say that, you know it's going to be it's going to be ugly. That's right. Shoot up that road. We've got to have to hold that bridge, or okay, where are you firing? 2804. Oh, we're going to hit the air defense. There you go. Don't have any air assets left, but that'll show them. Boy, did it ever. Wow, that was a thumping. If I had some more helicopters left, I'd be doing the happy dance. There you go. There's rockets somewhere out there. And big tubes. I knew if I talked about them, they'd show up. Ow. You know, I don't know why I try to get those guys up on that ridge. Maybe it's just that I'm not happy unless I lose a bunch of Bradleys and infantry. God almighty. Oh, smoke. Okay, well, I can live with that. Not so happy about that. Oh, yeah. Yeah, not happy at all. Yeah, it's ugly. Just ugly. And by the time we get up on the ridge, there's not much of us left. Yay. Well, maybe they'll get a few shots in before the Mi-24s and artillery claw them off that position. God almighty, how many shots do you get to take out of there? There's more than one helicopter there. It's got to be. And nice. Those guys need to have some loving. They need some serious loving. Things are developing kind of slow on the left. 14 minutes to go. I'm beginning to think they may be trying to slip back to the... No, they seem to be coming down the road right there. Of course, we could be something over on the other side of that hill that I can't see. There you go. I'm hoping that Mi-24 heading back is going to go back there and get ammunition, and maybe the AI will forget to use it for the rest of the game. I'm obsessed with the damn things. Goodness. 3 companies of mech infantry coming down the road, a battalion going to force that crossing. That could be exciting. Yeah, it's fixing to get ugly on the left and the center. They haven't shown themselves much on the right. They might not be coming down that way. Wow, that was a long shot for a Stinger. Didn't do anything, but it was a long shot. There you go. There you go. Put the hurt on some T-80s. Oh, look at that. He killed an Mi-24. Promptly turned around and killed a Bradley. And a mechanized infantry. They are just god death. Vorpal helicopters. Oh, there you go. Kill some air defense over there. I don't care about the air defense over there, but kill them. There you go. Got to thump some of that mech infantry. Got to get a piece of them. Yeah, I'm feeling okay about the right side of this little city here, with that other company getting up on the ridge and in the woods there. But coming down the middle is looking kind of scary. You guys play. There you go, thump. You guys play this game, you know that they will just charge, go straight. You know, apparently AI gives them assault orders on steroids. Individual BRDMs or BMPs will charge straight into a company position, and it's I don't know where they get men that are willing to do that, but there you go. Thump. Get you some. Get you some. .2706. I don't know what's back there other than some mech infantry. Be nice if there's some artillery in there. Nope, armor. But I'll take that. I'd feel a whole lot better if it was. Okay. Spoke too soon. It's even better. It's incredibly good. Holy. Wow. 514. That's 10, 13, 3. And there we go. But was there really artillery there? Yes. I love my 175s. Oh, that's some payback for that Mi-24 nonsense. There you go. Oh my, yeah. Yeah, happy dance. 10 minutes to go. We're going to run over 30 minutes, but ow. There be rocket launchers. Oh. Hey, and look, they caught some of my M109s. That's depressing. Oh. Remind me not to be so. Oh. Yeah, let's not gloat so much next time, huh? That's a little karmic payback. Huh. Well, got the good little fight developing over here now. These guys are slow to get into position. I hope not too slow. Yeah, nice, nice, nice. Bring those wheeled APCs, bring those BTR 60s or 70s, whatever they are, down the road. I think that was I don't know if that was a BMP that got me or the helicopter. Max visibility 5,500 meters. It's plenty. There you go, get in the mines there. Are we reaching out and touching air defense again when there's armor to your front 1,000 meters away? I don't quite understand that, but there you go. Kill one that way. Those guys are scaring me. I got to have another command cycle to blow that bridge, or we will have a melee in the center of the town there. There you go. Now that M1 down at the north end can see as he crosses that contour line. We try to keep them honest. Ouch. I would really like to see how it decides what to shoot at. I suspect it has something to do with what I see and what the AI sees. And there you go. Kill that reconnaissance puke. I wish somebody would reach out and touch that other Mi-24. Seven minutes. We're running well over here, but it's tolerable, I think. That infantry got into the minefield. No deleterious effect. Yeah, we're handling those guys coming down the road there quite nicely. Coming down the center's ugly, but you know, bitch, and moan. In fact, at this point, the fight's going pretty well. Only place that has me scratching my head and my belly kind of aching is that column of mech infantry coming down the center. If I can't get that bridge blown, I'm not going to go so far as to say that's game over, but wow, that'll be it'll be awkward. Oh, that's nice. We cleared that infantry off of the minefield. 35 minutes into the video and 6 minutes of play time left. Ouch, lost an M1. That's not a good thing. And the recce on the right is closing into its positions. That's nice. We got some more M1s online on the left. They can see the road and see the other side of that hill, or at least what comes around that hill. Thump. There we go. There we go. That company Bradley's with a 2-3 kilometer. Ow! There are some rocket launchers back there somewhere. It's just, oh yeah, and they don't like that. They hate that headquarters. There we go. Needed those guys online. Wow. Nice. Yep, I bitched and moaned about those helicopters, but this is turning into a shooting gallery now. It's easy to feel good 25 minutes into the game, and I have no idea what could be behind these guys, but wow, that is turning into a road of death, heading straight south there into the town. Sending those big, tall, wheeled vehicles down the road is proving to be a unsustainable proposition. Of course, I say that, and then one of those companies will roll into town and dump some infantry, and the fight will be on. Yes, that's a minefield. It's one of my favorite things. There we go. Ooh. Still some considerable armor coming down that road. Two minutes. This is running long. That has to do with my diarrhea of the mouth at the front end, explaining what I was doing, what my plan was. Goodness, they are still getting a piece of us in the town. That hurts. Yeah, that platoon there has got to help me out a lot, and it's really got to cover that Humvee unit when we go into giving engineering orders. Ouch. Hmm. I'm amazed these guys out here have lasted as long. Look, of course, these guys may have low. Well, their readiness looks pretty good. They aren't taking the shots. I don't know what he's killing. Are those utility vehicles? Oh, that's that artillery, that funny mortar, and the 120s. We got a piece of the armor with 120 millimeter mortars. Well, good for us. Happy days. Okay, it ought to resolve, be finished any second now. We just can't end this command cycle without another thump from the Soviet artillery. Okay, we're running over a little bit, but it's worth taking a minute. Let's see what we see back here. Oh yeah, some I think that towed artillery and some more BTRs. Um, this guy's back there rearming, I'm sure. I'm amazed that BRDMs are still there. This guy needs to get in position, but they haven't come around the corner here, at least not yet. These guys have yet to get completely in position. Let's take a look at the TOC. We've lost 8 killed, 32 fallen out, and killed 187, which includes the better part of 2 battalions of tanks, battalion and a half of mech, battalion of infantry, 10 recon, 16 headquarters, 14 air defense, 3 self-propelled artillery, and 0 air. There's got to be a column for helicopters, right? Here we go. We got 4. That's the part that makes me happiest. So, there you go. I'm going to cut this short, get some orders, and be ready for another video here shortly. Thanks for watching. Subscribe if this is something you like, because I'm going to continue doing these things, not just with this game, but some other things. I have a quite wide range of interest in gaming, and as time allows, and that is my big limitation, I'll be adding videos. In the meantime, though, thanks again for watching, and see you again soon.